Oh, water's so good for you, and I probably don't drink enough. Seems like it'd be so easy to do, but maybe it's not. Maybe if you're running around the whole time, most of your life, you need more than we know. When my nephews were up, they carried these big gallon jugs of water. I thought it was strange. I'm not sure they drank any more water than I did while they were up. But they shared these big obnoxious gallons of water with them. Kids. Oh, gonna sit down for a little bit over here. It is, let's see, how would it look with the light off? It seems so bright, like I'm not oh, that's very dim. That is a very dim. Maybe this would be a cool glow. No, that's not really a cool glow. That's just really dark. Even with that light on. I mean, I got a light on, but it's not enough. The light looks cool. I'm very pleased with the purchase of that. Bought it at the Restore here in Appleton, Wisconsin. I think it was brand new. I mean, the cord was still like professionally wrapped. So I'm pretty sure it was brand new. It was $5. It's a hell of a good value. I haven't been to the Restore in a while. I feel fairly furnished. Got my couch that I was looking for. Didn't get it at Restore. Got my end tables, my bed, and I think the place is looking pretty good. Feels good. But good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is a little show, or excuse me, it's Wednesday morning. It is July 30th. I can wave my card with Super Chat. I don't know what that means. Can I wave? I can wave. But anyway, again, my name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Wednesday morning. It is July 30th. It is 5:31 a.m. Happy Wednesday. Coffee with Ken. It's a little show I've been doing for just over 6 years, and it is a show about me talking and kind of sharing some experiences every morning. I'm weirdly consistent. I'm pretty determined. When I kind of set my mind on something, I can be kind of crazy towards it, and I'm probably crazy towards this. I think 98% of people would have given up a long time ago or stopped, but 98% of the people give up on all sorts of good things and stop doing all sorts of good things. So I don't think it makes sense to necessarily follow what the masses or be like everybody else. That's not who I am, and I've become okay with who I am over the last 6 years, and feel like I'm on the right path. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. You know it is also a show about sharing my love of coffee. And And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I'm so excited to have my first sip at this early hour. I usually go live somewhere between 5:30 and 7 usually, maybe even 5:30 and 6:30. Occasionally I'll go as late as 8. But that's only when I'm able to sleep in. And today I got up early, obviously. I'm excited to have my first sip. And my hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. It's the Black Rifle Beyond Black coffee for those that wanted to know. Good morning, Batty Lynn. Yeah, the Black Rifle Beyond Black. When I walked out this morning, I smelled yesterday. I usually don't empty out the coffee strainer till the next day. I just don't even think about it. But I came out this morning and the old coffee, yesterday's coffee was still permeating, or I don't know what the word is, but I could smell it all around, and it was the pumpkin spice. Made me long for the pumpkin spice a little, but we're running low. And I love my Black Rifle, so let's have another sip. Oh, I don't know what it is about that coffee. Again, I was talking to Julie. She said you could taste the beans. I don't think that describes it. It's really nice. I don't think I'm just doing it as a brand snob. Hello, Jonathan Carlin. Hello, Sassy Pants. Hello, Sage Puente, who says she's 11 years old. Sage, where do you live that you're awake at 11 years old? If you're really 11, do your parents let you search all over YouTube? You know, I don't know what's right and what's wrong in the world of social media. So much has happened. I'm a twice divorced guy, and my older girls are now 19 and 16. And, you know, you kind of lose touch with the preventative measures people need to take to keep their kids safe, certainly online. So I don't know exactly what age they were able to get on YouTube, but 11 seems kind of young. And to be on a live show engaging with adults, I mean, I'm just drinking coffee, but I'm getting or feeling that on other live shows, maybe they're not just drinking coffee and talking. Maybe the other shows aren't so G-rated. And I'm worried about you, Sage, so I hope you ask your parents. Oh, hope Opal gets on. Opal was on yesterday. She sent me a care package with this cup in it. It was very sweet. Don't think she's been on a day when I've drank out of this cup. I usually drink out of my coffee with Ken mugs. Sometimes this, sometimes my gray replacement cups. But either way. So it's Wednesday morning. It's a big day. It's a big day. I had a friend and regular watcher send me some stuff, text me some pictures of some stuff online that he found. And he was all upset by it. And I asked him honestly why he was sending it to me, and he was saying he felt bad and was angry at this stuff that he'd found. And I thought, well, you know, let your anger go, enjoy your night. And hopefully he took my advice. I was feeling pretty calm and resolute last night. And I got a big day today. Do I smoke reefer with my coffee? No, I don't smoke reefer at all. Uh, yeah. Good morning, Under Sky. I used to smoke it all the time. Uh, I just don't think it's that cool. I just don't think it's that cool. I mean, I don't care what anybody else does, really. But I just don't think it's that cool. I don't know. I was walking, I think, to a restaurant the other day, and I looked at some people and saw the glazed look in their eye and knew they were stoned. I just don't want to go through life stoned or drunk. Good morning, Will. How are you? Did I say good morning to Under Sky? I don't know. And did I say good morning to JM74? I don't know. But I appreciate you guys hopping on. And again, I was saying it's a big day today. I'm in Appleton, Wisconsin. And good morning, Dallas. Been up here for about just over 5 months. I live in a really nice 1-bedroom in downtown Appleton. And there's some business that needed attended to that was kind of left unfinished, if you will, when I came up here. And I'm taking a big step towards getting it all worked out and getting it finished today. And I've been scared about it and I've been nervous about it, but somehow I found some peace last night. I didn't work. I was watching various episodes of The Chosen. I'm really enjoying The Chosen, by the way. Anyone that hasn't seen it, I strongly recommend it. But I found my faith growing and my fear fading as the night went on, and I suddenly felt clarity about the unfinished business that I haven't felt in a long, long time. And I think I'm ready to do what's right and ask for what's right in some really important business to me, with a whole heck of a lot of loose ends. And I don't know if things will work out. Well, things will work out as they're supposed to. But as the way I think they're supposed to, I'm not sure. But at least I have a plan, and that feels good. Dallas Brady says, as a Christian, can you please recommend a good Bible translation for new Christians? I'm a brand new Christian. Dallas Brady, I've never even read the Bible. I have one over there, but honestly, the only reason I have it, and I think it's cool. I like having it there kind of as a reminder that things are going to be okay. But my daughter gave it to me on Father's Day, and honestly, I've never read it, so I cannot recommend a translation for you. I can recommend The Chosen, though. Under Sky recommends looking up Matthew 4:10. It's funny you say that. Good morning, Charlotte. I'm not laughing at you, Under Sky. But anyone would say, like, all my life people would say, hey, read Matthew whatever 4:10 or John 3:16 or whatever. And after watching The Chosen, and it's 5 seasons long, and I'm on the last 2 episodes, and it's getting, I mean, it's been good the whole time, but I think we're at the Last Supper right now. And I tell you what, it's a really good story. But either way, you say read Matthew 4:10, and I'm kind of chuckling in my head, picturing Matthew in The Chosen. And he is not who I expected Matthew to be, or John to be, or any of these guys to be. And I know it's just a TV show, but I think it's a really well done one. And yeah. Mia was on my live yesterday. Do I have instructions for life? You mean the Bible is instructions for life? What did you just finish, Julie? Julie Flanagan hopped on and said she just finished. What did you finish? The Chosen? I hope you didn't just finish The Chosen, because you've watched it a lot quicker than I did. Let's say, I'm battling the following. Well, don't battle, BP. There's your first mistake. Why do we continue to present Jesus as a white man with long hair? As a white man, I struggle with that when people preach about truth. You just finished like this morning? When did you start? Jesus is a man from the Middle East. I don't know if I don't know what the definition of white is. I mean, are Israelis white? Are Palestinians white? I don't know. Because people don't read and study. Julie, I didn't know you were watching The Chosen, or maybe I didn't know. But yeah, I'm at the Last Supper, and I'll tell you what, they did it really well. Over the last season, they've been kind of splicing up the Last Supper. And it's really well done creatively. I'll tell you what, it's a really good show, so I recommend it. Yeah. Oh. I'll tell you what, you're talking about the skin color. I mean, I guess I didn't know what to expect for the people in the Middle East. But I think some of I think the guy that plays Matthew might be from India. And I'm not sure his heritage, but I mean, I think he's got an Indian name. And I would say they all have Middle Eastern appearances or are probably Jewish characters. So, yeah. What was I the first to acknowledge, BP? I don't know. I was the first to acknowledge something. Yeah. People are people, says Undersky. They only call on Jesus when necessary. I don't agree. I mean, honestly, I'm not even sure how much I believe in the whole New Testament in the Bible, or even in, I question God. I certainly question some of the stories in the New Testament, and if Jesus was truly the Son of God, and I question it all, but I still find myself leaning on it all the time. I mean, all the time. Gets me where I'm going, I'm telling you. Ken is up early. Good morning, Rural. I think I might have gone to bed kind of early-ish. Again, I was watching my TV show, and I had a buddy text me, and I didn't remember what time he texted me, and I wasn't sure what time I went to bed. But I was kind of feeling tired, and we were in the second to last episode of The Chosen, and I didn't want to fall asleep and wake up and, I mean, miss Jesus' crucifixion, as unpleasant as it probably will be, and just see the credits rolling. I put in some work watching this one. I'm really enjoying it. What age did I pay off my mortgage? Well, I rent. I'm twice divorced. I only paid off my mortgage by selling the house, so I never paid off my mortgage in a 30-year sort of way. So I think a lot of people don't ever do that. Bible says Jesus created us of his image and likeness. How important is not being overweight, obese in a relationship? I don't think the relationship is the issue with being overweight. I think you gotta question what your relationship is with yourself if you are obese. I think you're probably coping with something in an unhealthy fashion most often. I don't think how it impacts your husband, girlfriend, wife, spouse, or whatever is relevant. But I think if somebody's obese, I might, and I don't know. I've been fortunate to have a pretty lean build most of my life, but I think you might have issues with your own self-esteem and your own love of yourself if you're obese. I wouldn't worry about it, how it impacts other people necessarily. I think you got to take care of what's within first, and then everything else will work out. Did I go to Duquesne? No, I didn't. I just like to represent. Somebody's saying America has good salaries. I'm not sure what that's relevant. If your partner was getting a little puffy, do you tell them or let it go? I don't think I've ever had again, I'm twice divorced, so I don't know if you should be taking relation. Okay, I'll say this. In my second marriage, my ex-wife certainly gained some weight, but I thought she looked beautiful. She was probably 137 when we started dating, and she was 155. And I'm not saying that's a lot or a little, but she was heavier, and I thought she looked beautiful at both weights. So I wasn't worried at all. Yeah. So I don't know if I'd tell them, I don't know. Hopefully in a good relationship, people are on the same page, and if they're into fitness and working out, they do it together maybe. And I don't know, hopefully there's some communication between a couple, and if somebody feels the need to share something, they're able to. I'm not sure. Oh, that's good. I'll tell you what, it's nice balancing my hot coffee with my cold ice water. Somebody says, the blonde woman in one of my videos seemed like a nice person. You are surprised. I don't know what blonde woman you're referring to, or why you would be surprised. Richard, get on up. Go on and make some coffee. Oh. I might need another cup. Want to come get another cup with me? Or do you guys just want to sit here? I guess you can just sit here. It doesn't take too long. Posted a video yesterday. I had a couple goals yesterday. I wanted to donate plasma. I wasn't able to. I wanted to join the YMCA. I didn't, but I looked into it. They said, I went online and there was like $100 membership fee and it was like $50 a month. I was a little bothered that they have a $100 membership fee. I think that's a scam. So I didn't go. But the one thing I did do pretty well is replant my little mini rose bush. The flowers aren't as pretty as they were originally. I think that's part of the reason I replanted it. I bought it at the grocery store, I don't know, maybe a month ago, and it's been just so beautiful. And I've been enjoying doing a little gardening in my apartment. So was able to, I don't know, it's kind of fun with the help of Julie Flanagan and the internet and various customers at the store. I think I did a good job, got the right size pot and the right, I don't know, soil, and I think the flowers will do well. If my daughter goes on that study, would I go to Thailand and splash around in the mud with the elephants? Probably not. I don't know that I mean, if I could and she wanted me there, she's going for a semester. My daughter Erin's planning to go to Thailand and learn how to care for elephants and help with the stray dog population in Thailand as a pre-vet student. And I'm really proud of her and excited about her. I don't know that I'd necessarily go to Thailand to visit her. I mean, it'd be cool if I could do it. But I'm sure she's going to be busy while she's going to be there with a lot of things to do. BP says, I got a new supporter from North Dakota. You dig the morning conversations. Well, thank you for signing on, BP. Almost want to talk about North Dakota. I think I had a viewer on the other day, and they said it was very flat. And I know South Dakota, there's a lot of flat areas, but there's also some hilly areas as well. And I traveled through South Dakota, wow, just about a year ago to the day. Yeah. Probably a year ago to the day, riding my scooter through South Dakota. And brings back good memories, so welcome aboard. And your pre-recordings when I'm doing chores around the house. Well, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate you for watching. Have I been to Oregon yet? No, I've never been to Oregon. Why wasn't I able to donate plasma? I don't know, Jolly Rancher. I think, I'm not sure you need to know everything, but I guess I can tell my proteins were a little low. I needed to make sure they got back up. I try and eat a lot of meat. Said something to do with staying hydrated too. I'm not sure what the deal is. Get a big bowl of ground round. What is ground round? Is that ground beef? What's ground round? Was that a restaurant when I was a kid? Or was it like a brand of hamburger helper or something? I mean, I eat almost a grotesque amount of ground beef. I was laying there watching The Chosen last night, and I thought of going live and doing a video of me making blueberry pancakes, because I like blueberry pancakes, and I got pancake mix, and I got blueberries. But instead, I opted for a sausage pizza. Ground round is 85% lean ground beef. Yeah, I get whatever's on sale. What's nice? Okay, I was at the store buying the pots for the my mini roses yesterday. I went to Fleet Farm, I think it's called. Yeah, Fleet Farm. And I was talking to the cashier and the woman behind me in line. because I don't know, because I always end up talking and having strange conversations with people I meet on the street or at stores. And we were talking grocery shops or grocery stores. And I said I was going to Pick and Save. And the woman said, oh, you got to go to Woodman's. You know, you'll save more money there. And I think for me, when I go to a grocery store, I don't always have an exact set list of exactly what I need to purchase. And I walk around and I go, I'd like some peaches, but if peaches are on sale, I'll buy them. But if they're not and plums are, I'll buy those. And the same is true with most of the shopping I do. And at the grocery store I usually go to, which is Pick and Save, they have some really good sales on, you know, some of their products. And I'm flexible with my purchasing, so I think I usually end up getting pretty good deals. Good morning, Chip. Hello, David Barber. How are you? Fleet Farm is a huge deal to people in Wisconsin. Yeah, no, it's a really cool store. It's a really cool store. Okay, well, Jolly Rancher's given the breakdown of the different ground round, ground beef, ground. But when you cook it all, isn't it all the exact same? I mean, I didn't know there was a difference. I appreciate you saying that, because I had no idea. So does it matter if you're buying ground round or ground beef or ground chuck? I mean, it matters if you're a butcher, I guess. Yeah. The sage usually only uses 93%. Girl Dad is saying, hit that like button if you hadn't. That's a great idea. Hit that like button if you haven't. I appreciate that. Raw Dog likes to hit different stores for different deals and stock your freezer. Okay, ground beef actually tastes best because the flavor is in the fat. And the ground beef is the lowest. I think I usually get ground beef. I think it's the cheapest, obviously, but you're losing a lot of the fat in the cooking process. So I would assume the health amount or the protein levels are relatively equal. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I know what I was saying. A lot of times the store will stock up and buy a huge amount of various products in advance of a holiday, say July 4th or a big weekend or whatever. And on the perishable items such as ground beef or whatever, hamburger meat, or whatever you want to call it, they might overstock. And a few days before they need to sell it, they'll end up selling it at a great price. And I like that. Richard does not like all the different cuts of meat because your wife will ask you to get a certain one and you rarely find the correct one. Like, does she say get a strip or a sirloin or a ribeye? Or does she say get ground chuck? Now I know what ground round and ground chuck and ground beef are. I did not know before that. Hey, you're new. What's my profession? I work really hard. I'm trying to change the world one cup of coffee at a time. Well, maybe Jesus inspires me a little bit. Again, I'm on the second to last episode, and in that they're showing when Jesus met, I forget, it wasn't Nathaniel. It might have been Nathaniel, the very first disciple. And it might have been Nathaniel. And he met him, and Nathaniel, I think, if it was a stone mason. And Jesus showed up on the job and was doing his carpentry. They were talking on the hill, and Jesus was kind of small talk for a little while, and then he said he's a rabbi as well, and started telling the other guy about changing the world and to follow him, and he did. Good morning, sad man. How are you? Still talking grocery stores up there. Am I from Allegheny County? Where's Allegheny? Is that Pittsburgh area? Oh, because the Duquesne shirt. No, I'm not from Allegheny County. I just like to represent the Duquesne Dukes whenever I get a chance. Do I ever play games? Yeah. Let's see. I think I might just sit here and sip my coffee. Seems like the thing to do. Do I ever buy ground sausage meat and make sausage burgers? No, I never have. It sounds good. I bought ground chorizo and used that in quesadillas and tacos and such, and that's delicious. But I've never bought ground sausage meat. If I did, I'd probably make sausage patties. But I never really buy bacon or sausage. I probably should because they're delicious, but I don't generally eat breakfast very much. I had a friend, actually a woman friend, so it was kind of a sensitive thing. So I was kind of gentle about it. And you know, I have thoughts on weight loss, and she told me that she was trying to lose a few pounds the other day. And I kind of thought about it, didn't say anything. I mean, she's a beautiful woman and she says she wants to lose a few pounds. And I texted her yesterday and asked if she wanted to hear my thoughts and my experience on weight loss, and she goes, sure. So we talked, and I think it went well, and I think she understood what I was saying. Good afternoon. Somebody's here and says good afternoon. I wonder where you are. I wonder where you are that it is afternoon. Hello, analyst. Seems we're getting people on that. Oh, you're Manchester. Manchester. All right. Wait. Oh no, it's the Birmingham. Does Manchester do? Is there a word for people from Manchester, England? What do they call people from Birmingham? Brummies? Do they call Brummie? That's right. Oh, it's good. Brummie. You're about to make yourself a coffee. It's 12 a.m. in Ireland. I go back and forth on this. I think in Ireland right now it's actually 12 p.m. Isn't it? Because it's noon, and I think noon is the start of the p.m. And I don't know if it really means post-morning. It probably doesn't. It's probably got some Latin meaning. p.m. But I don't think it's 12 a.m. It's got to be 12 a.m. at midnight, right? It's after morning, all right. Let's see. Post Meridian. Jolly Rancher, I think you are the AI bot that used to work in the butcher store. p.m., all right. So what does my day have in store? I want to break that down. What does my day have in store? I don't think we can use that phrase. We've just been talking about grocery shopping for a while. So if you say in store, does a day have things in store? Like you could say, what's in store for your day? But what's your day have in store confuses me. Do you know what I mean? I think you do. I mean, it's just 6:07. I know it's a big day. I know I'm excited about my day. I know it looks kind of cloudy and cool out there. If anybody out there likes music and wants to come pay a visit this weekend, there's something big happening here in Appleton, Wisconsin. It's the Mile of Music. I was at a coffee shop yesterday, and this coffee shop for some reason changes their Wi-Fi password like a lot, like every month or two. So I'll go in, and I haven't been in there in a few weeks, and I need to get a new password. And I asked the two women that were sitting kind of near me, and they said it's, I don't know, Mile of Music 2025. And that reminded me that the Mile of Music is happening in Appleton, Wisconsin. And the woman that told me the password was super excited, said she's going on Thursday. And I go, oh, is it fun? It's my first year up here. And, I haven't been. And they said, oh, yeah, all over there's music and all sorts of things. Even the public buses apparently have bands in them. So, I don't know. Julie, if you know, well, I don't even know if you know exactly where I live, but I live right downtown. I mean, if the whole downtown becomes a street fest and I need to drive to work, I assume I can drive. I must be able to go to work during the Mile of Music. Unless all of Appleton shuts down. And if all of Appleton shuts down, somebody should tell my bosses, because I'm scheduled to work a little later today, or this week. Richard, their password isn't advertisement because the business wasn't representing the Mile of Music. It's just something going on in the neighborhood. Cargo Crew says, living downtown gets more chicks than the suburbs. I mean, I've lived in the suburbs and I've lived in an urban area. Certainly when I lived in Chicago, I dated more, but that was probably due to my age more than my location, I think. That was like in 1990 to 2000, and that's when I was 22 to 32. Living in downtown Appleton hasn't brought more chicks. Let's see, the coffee shop must have a lot with squatters to change their password that often. Possibly so. Possibly so. I was thinking, Julie, I probably will love it. But it's so weird when you don't drink, really. And music fests and street fests were always huge drinking events for me. And I'm still kind of figuring out how I fit in certain environments without alcohol. And I've been, haven't drank in just about 4 years. But like a music fest, seems like a drinking event or a concert. Why you go to music festival and stay sober there? I don't know what that means exactly, sad man. I appreciate the engagement, but I don't fully understand. It's not that bad. Well, I don't want it to be not that bad. I want it to be damn good. I'm not afraid. But there's no doubt I've associated going to fests and things with getting a big beer. I tell you what, and I talked about it a little bit ago, I really like that Guinness non-alcoholic beer. Maybe I should get some. Oh. It must be quite a change for musicians who go from being drunk and stoned all the time to playing concerts straight when they go sober. Jolly Rancher, I was thinking about that too. And a lot of musicians, obviously I think a lot of musicians run into troubles with alcohol and drugs. You know, what do they say, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's part of the lifestyle. And a lot of them, yeah, find sobriety somewhere down their path. And for a long period, I used to think I was more shy and reserved when I wasn't drunk or stoned. And I think probably like musicians, they realize they've been really mask capping their creativity by being drunk and stoned. They weren't able to be their true selves, if you will. And, but I bet it would be different, because for so long they probably hid their anxieties and their insecurities behind a mask of alcohol. And I'm sure, and a lot of them go through it, it changes. Cargo crew, you sound upset. You used so many negative words in that comment. I hope you're not upset, Cargo crew. Does the Music Fest start today? I think it starts on Thursday. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect. Again, these women said they had musicians on public buses. I don't see any activity out there. I don't see any stages being set up. I don't know. It's called the Mile of Music. I don't know if it's just on College Avenue, which is the main thoroughfare through town, but that's one block that way. I had a buddy, there's a bar, a buddy from the suburbs of Chicago, one of my best friends, sent me a link to something he'd seen. It's called The Vault. And it's a new bar restaurant or something that's actually inside a bank vault. Sounds a little creepy to me, but it's right over there. Anything to bring any visitors here. I like having visitors up here. Some people, till it's empty, and there's, I don't even know what that says. Good morning, Jack Taylor. How are you? How are you, Jack Taylor? Are you feeling good this morning? You're up pretty early, Jack. I wonder how Jack Taylor's doing with his lady friend. Haven't talked to Jack Taylor much lately. He was sharing the most inner secrets of his love life. Do I ever get tempted to check the nightlife in town? I mean, I've been in bars. I'm usually asleep pretty early. The one bar I'd like to hang out with a little bit is at Cleo's and just, again, drink the NA Guinness, because I really enjoyed it. And I think it's a really cool vibe, the bar, and there's a lot of, I kind of almost think it's a late crowd type of scene on the streets, because a lot of the bars, and there's a ridiculous amount of bars on that street. There really are. I mean, I don't know what the heck's going on. I don't see them often very crowded, so I haven't figured it out yet. But I'd like to go to Cleo's occasionally. I think I could go there by myself and find a spot at the bar and listen to some music and do some people watching and drink some non-alcoholic Guinness and enjoy the heck out of that. Nice thing about Wisconsin is it's cheaper. And I think the non-alcoholic Guinness costs like $4 or $5. And I think in Naperville, it'd probably be double that. I'm gonna get another cup of coffee. Somebody was talking about alcohol and how some people are addicted and they don't enjoy it. Is there a college in Appleton? Yes, there is. It's Lawrence University. But I'm not sure it's college driven. I'm not sure that the bars are so much a part of the college. Maybe. I know my college had a lot of bars, but I'm just surprised. Could get in a lot of trouble here if I was still drinking. Hello, Sahab. How are you? What a generous audience today. We started early, but we got 49 people watching. We got 33 thumbs up. Jolly Rancher said a lot of bars are after hours bars that cater to servers. They don't get busy until later. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because I'll walk down. I mean, I'm rarely out past, I'm rarely walking down the street. But I was there, I walked down the street, College Avenue with my nieces and nephews the other day, and it was probably 10 o'clock. Right after they got here, we went for a walk. And the bars still looked pretty empty. And I was a little surprised by that. Well, thank you. I think I will have a blessed day and hope you do as well. Is the college downtown? Yes, it's right at the edge of town. Got me kind of wondering where the Mile of Music's going to be happening, if it is just going to be on College Avenue or not. I don't know. Let me have another sip of coffee. How many of you guys are actually drinking coffee right now? We got 48 people watching. What do you think the percentage is of people that are drinking coffee? Jack Taylor's drinking coffee. Does anybody else want to share? And if anybody wants to keep an unofficial tally on how many people are drinking coffee, Batty Lynn's drinking coffee. Jack Taylor guesses 60%. Julie is, Lisa is. Is anybody not drinking coffee? Everybody's been drinking coffee. We got 100% right now of the respondents. It's like 5 or 6. Is anybody else just finished one on your ride home? Okay, well that counts as drinking coffee. We'll count Chip as is anybody not drinking coffee? We have somebody from Ireland. Once in a while I like a matcha. I'm not sure what a matcha is. Lisa Smith says not yet. Richard's drinking coffee. Richard, I remember when you hopped on how anxious you were for coffee. Jolly Rancher, who is my butcher / AI bot, said it would be funny to have no college if there was a College Avenue. Jolly drinks French roast Starbucks K-Cup. I wonder if that rusts your robot innards. Do I wear leopard skin thongs? Only when I'm feeling very naughty, LB, and I need a spanking. Beep Beep's having a beer. Okay, yeah, no, I was just kind of curious if my viewers generally drink coffee. LB and Rural Man Life are laughing. Oh, because of my leopard thong. I love the word naughty. If I get to throw it around, I throw it around as often as possible, only when I'm feeling naughty. I mean, I'm never that naughty, but it's such a fun little word. It implies so much. What is cooking? I mean, my coffee's cooking. Got lots of food in the fridge. I'm not working today, which feels really good. Betty Lynn accidentally wore a leopard print thing to the doctor's office. It was embarrassing. Why was it embarrassing? Oh, did you mean a thong, like your underwear? And you had to strip down to your underwear so the doctor actually saw your leopard print thong? I mean, I guess I could see, doctors have probably seen all sorts of things. I don't know what type of doctor you're talking about. I've never been to a gynecologist, at least not for myself. But I imagine if you throw your legs up, the doctor sees all sorts of things. So I doubt they're that concerned with what type of underwear you are wearing. There's a tsunami warning. Oh, because I heard I hate to say, I heard there was a pretty serious earthquake in Kamchatka, Russia. And anyone guess what Kamchatka makes me think of? Does anyone know what Kamchatka makes me think of? But anyway, real quickly, there was apparently a pretty big earthquake there, and there's like tsunami warnings. How long would it take for the tsunami? It seems like the tsunami would have happened already. And I wonder if tsunamis happen, how often they really happen. I think a lot of us, when did the big one happen? Like 2005 or 2003? I don't know. Nobody knows what Kamchatka makes me think of. I'll give you guys some. If you were actually here in person, I'd offer a dollar for anyone that could guess what Kamchatka makes me think of. And I would give you a dollar for the person that guessed. No, it wasn't 2011, and it wasn't in March. It was right around Christmas. No, I'm not thinking kombucha tea at all, sad man. I don't think of kombucha tea ever. But there is something I think about fairly often. And when you mention Kamchatka, it makes me think of it. Oh, it's nice. Well, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody even cares. The game of Risk. Did any of you play Risk? Did any of you play Risk? Did anybody play Risk? I'm pretty sure the country on the far side of Asia, which was worth 7 armies a turn if you could hold it, was named Kamchatka. And that was a very valuable piece of property because it connected to Alaska. And so if somebody had North America, you would have to put a lot of armies in Kamchatka to defend your border. You guys should play Risk. You all should play Risk. It's a great game. It is a great game. What is my job? Wonder why that interests so many people. Maybe it's just a conversation starter. Like people ask, well, what do you do for a living? Jack Taylor played Clue for the first time ever a few weeks ago. Is it a difficult game? You found Clue to be a difficult game? I mean, I remember playing it as a young man or a kid, so it can't be that complicated, but it was pretty fun, I remember, Clue. Colonel Mustard did it in the library with the candlestick. That was a good game. Oh. Let me take care of something. There we go. Hold on, did I not take care of something? Hold on. There, I took care of something. Yeah. The Russians sold it to the USA. Sad man, I'm pretty sure he knows that Alaska's not Canada. Thank you, Chip. Nice job, Chip. I did it on a more permanent basis. Chip's a moderator here. So is Julie Flanagan. Julie Flanagan's probably sitting there just drinking her Black Rifle coffee, feet up. I don't know where she is. I like to picture her out on the lake, doing a little fishing, maybe doing a little painting. Julie, I posted a video with your name in it yesterday. Some of my videos are totally, I'm not saying the Julie Flanagan video is worthless, but I just don't see a lot of value to it to most people. But I just thought it was kind of funny. So I posted it. And a lot of my videos are very serious. I'll talk about loss and mental health and sobriety and what have you. So I don't know. If you're my audience, would you like me to remove my silly videos like why I haven't invited Julie Flanagan over to my apartment yet? What a name for a video. I think you have to grasp the whole thing. Chip's not just a husband, but he's a woodcutter, a photographer. A man that works with his hands. Hello, Nastya from Russia. We were just talking about Russia a little bit, Nastya. I bet if I brought up Kamchatka, you wouldn't have thought of the game of Risk, Nastya. Battylin likes the silly vids as well. Somebody's asking me if I have 5 kids. I don't have 5 kids. That's a ridiculous exaggeration. A ridiculous exaggeration, me having 5 kids. Who would have said that? I only have 4, and they're beautiful. So I'm gonna drink a little more coffee. Well, let's go get a little more. I don't have much to say. I don't know how powerful or meaningful of a show. You know, if I have nothing to say, maybe I should just walk around my apartment, give you guys a tour. Give you guys a tour. give you guys a tour. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What do I have on top of my fridge? Some old bread. Probably I'll just throw it out. Some potatoes and some bananas for anybody wondering. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's that lamp that I scored for $5. There's my hibiscus. Remember the hibiscus the other day? I forget the guy's name, was trying to tell me how he Googled how to make flowers. I go, look, no, they're not broken. They were just hiding. Those bad boys will bloom and then disappear very quickly. The blooms only last, I don't know, like a day or two. Here's my plant, Aaron. There's a painting with Aaron's name on it. And Morgie's. You guys want to see my bathroom? How about my bedroom? Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot, I got to put down my coffee. Kind of dangerous walking into your bedroom unplanned. You know, I bet you guys wouldn't let strangers into your bedroom unplanned. You want to know what's behind that door? It's a secret. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you. Yeah, no, I love the lamp too, and it was $5. All right, so that's the tour of my apartment. Wasn't that fun? Can you see the view from the bedroom window? Well, it's really pretty much the same view as these, Jack Taylor. It's just a few feet that way. So, not really. I mean, again, I have 3 large windows. Oh, shoot. And they all kind of look out this way. So just imagine that it's a few feet over, and that's the view from my window. Nothing spectacular, but I mean, it's an eastern view, and it's urban feeling, and it kind of is cool, and the windows are beautiful, and I'm so fortunate. I kind of think things happen for a reason. And I think these struggles that I've gone through over the last 6 years have maybe brought me to exactly where I'm supposed to be with exactly what I've got to do tonight. And it kind of gave me some peace feeling it. And I don't know if it's just because I've been so stressed about something that's going on tonight for the last couple weeks, or at least the last week. But I'm taking care of some unfinished business, and there's going to be a big step to it tonight. And in my mind, and I am one that puts a lot of thought into something, I couldn't come up with the right answer or the best solution to the loose ends that I'm trying to tie up. And I think last night, I came with the only solution that works in my mind. And I'm going to present it tonight. Lisa says it looks like a good day for fishing. Might be a good day for fishing. I still haven't caught a fish. I haven't fished again. Oh, that's nice. So anyway, it's Wednesday morning. Well, thank you, Jack Taylor. Remington, the apartment's going great. I've had 3 groups of guests up since I moved in. I moved here March 27th. So just about 4 months ago. Loving the apartment. Really am. And, you know, as a former realtor, I like to look at homes. I like to dream about buying a home. But I don't know why I'd not want to live in this apartment longer than a year or two. I mean, I really love it. If things work out like I'd hope, might need to get another bedroom or so, or maybe eventually a bigger place. But yeah, yeah. But I'm really loving the apartment. Oh, Lisa cannot put a hook through a worm. Yeah, I could see that. Julie thinks any day is a good day for fishing. Probably true. Might be something I could do today. I got a lot of time on my hands today. Oh, it's so nice. So nice. But anyway, it is. How are my girls? They're doing great. I've seen my two older girls. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, I FaceTime them all the time. Been a long while since I've seen my little girl, but I FaceTime her all the time as well. But I look forward to seeing her in person and giving her a squeeze and a hug, and seeing my little boy Augie as well. And hopefully that'll go as planned. So yeah. But anyway, it is Wednesday morning, and I want to thank you so much for joining. Good morning, Teeter from Montana. I was just about to sign off, but then I saw your name pop on, and I thought of you out in the fields putting an end to swarms of baby rattlesnakes. It feels good to give good hugs, yeah. Hugging's nice. Hugging is nice. Good morning, 55. For anyone just tuning in, I post all of these videos on Spotify as well, if anybody cares. It's been about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Spotify and the podcast hasn't exploded. The Coffee with Ken Spotify podcast hasn't exploded quite like I would expect. But I didn't really expect. So maybe it's exploded just as I expected. And maybe that's okay. No, things happen for a reason. Remington, I'm not really looking for random guests on my podcast. And my podcast is honestly just a tape version of this. So maybe it's not that exciting. Maybe my show's not that exciting. Maybe my show's not meant to be that exciting. Maybe it's relaxing. Maybe it's educational. Maybe it's funny. I'm telling you, take a sip of your coffee and enjoy it. Enjoy your coffee. Take a deep breath and go, ah. Look outside and say, what a beautiful view, or smell the roses and appreciate the scent. Yeah, no, I'm not really looking for any guests on my podcast. A man named Remington wants to be on my podcast so we can talk men and divorce. Here's the deal with me. My mind flits around. I mean, I talked to a homeless dude for like 12 minutes the other day and posted the video, and I thought it was great. But I wouldn't want to necessarily, I mean, maybe he would have been interesting to talk to for an hour, but maybe not. And I don't know that I'd talk to Julie Flanagan and we maybe talk for 20 minutes, but I don't know that we'd want to do a show for 2 hours talking. And I don't know that I'd want to sit down with Remington and talk about men and divorce necessarily for longer than it needed to talk about. So yeah. I sound very educated. I think I'm pretty smart. I think I'm pretty smart. I think I am. I think it's okay to think you're good at something or you're smart. I don't know. We don't have to be ashamed to be good at something. I mean, I'm fairly educated. I have a college degree and I have a lot of life experiences. And an ability to tell a story, apparently. And maybe today's story has come to an end. And maybe I'm excited about having my banana, my 2 oranges, my blueberries, my peaches. Is there a limit? Is fruit good for you? Or am I eating all this fruit as just a sugar fix? I mean, I don't eat a ton of vegetables, but I eat a lot of fruit. Well, thank you, John One-Bomb. I mean, I'm certainly get unhappy. I've cried on my show a lot. I've cried on my show a whole bunch. You go back. I mean, there's been a lot of things I've gone through. Tube says the fiber helps. 55 says a little fruit. I don't eat a little fruit. I wonder if my fruit I'm eating isn't as good for me as I think. I mean, I know the fiber's good. I like broccoli a lot. That's a dang good vegetable. I mean, I like cauliflower too. I don't cook it very often. I mean, I guess I like spinach. I just don't eat them as often. Vegetables don't come in their own containers. You know what I mean? Like a banana. You take it on the road. You don't need to cook it. You don't need to put it in a Tupperware. It's ready to go. Same with oranges. Apples are hardy. What vegetable can you take on the road? You know, what are vegetables? Broccoli, cauliflower. I like those. Brussels sprouts. What are those called? Fruit is good, but it definitely has a lot of sugar. Is sugar not good? You can take carrots on the road, cauliflower, and broccoli. Yes, you can, Matthew. But don't carrots have a lot of sugar? And when you say you take broccoli on the road and cauliflower, can you really? I mean, you know what I mean? You'd need it in a bag or something. You could throw a banana or an orange or an apple or a peach in like your briefcase. Maybe you could do it with broccoli and cauliflower, but I think it might crumble up. Carrots are the only ones you can take like a banana. Yeah, carrots, maybe I should get into carrots, but maybe the fruit's just fine for me. Yeah. But who knows? But we have had a glorious audience today. We got 50 people watching. We got 45 thumbs up. We've talked for about 80 minutes. And it's Wednesday morning. It's not even 7 o'clock. And I'm looking forward to my day. And I hope you're looking forward to your day as well. I want to thank you so much for joining today. And I appreciate you. Hope your week's going well. Hope you're excited about your Wednesday. Hope you subscribe to my page. You follow me on Spotify. You had a great night's sleep. You're enjoying your coffee. You are feeling good. You are loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.